Guess who's back? Back again. Jeremy's back. Tell a friend.
What's up, interwebs? It's Tuesday. It's been a while, 2 months between vacation and then a big old water leak at my house and all sorts of stuff. You can check out all those videos and everything that was happening on my Instagram highlights and my YouTube channel. But it's October. We're back at it. Run the new intro. It is so good to be back doing these Tuesday market updates. Let's get right into the numbers. This week we're taking a look at 4 cities. We're going to do Chandler, Gilbert, Queen Creek, and Santan Valley. Chandler numbers, there's your graphs like usual. As you can see, we had a spike of kind of everything except for new listings. The market's been pretty stable over the last 4 months or so. Absorption rate, you can see in July and August we dipped below 1 month, and now we're kind of back up at 1.1 months of inventory. Still not a lot. Days on market have definitely been declining, and we've experienced that. I had 2 houses, one in Chandler, or one in like South Mesa Chandler border, and one in Gilbert close at the very beginning of September. I also had my listing that went on the market in the middle of August and closed by the beginning of September. So the market is still moving. As you can see, the sold price up there in the corner, that's actually kind of tailed off a hair from the craziness that was July. So I think things are settling down a little bit. I do wonder if we're going to see a little bit of a kind of a brake pump as we hit the election, because we're only about a month and some change away from the election, and I think just the unknown of what's going to happen makes people a little nervous. So it'll be interesting to see if we see any kind of brake pumping action going on there. So for Chandler, we've got an average sale price of $408,389, up from $352,380. That looks kind of ridiculous at 15%, but the year-to-date, the more accurate kind of like representation of appreciation, we're at 11.08% appreciation. So definitely outpacing what we anticipated a year ago, but about kind of ballpark for what we've had the last 6 months. And then your spread of houses there, the bulk of them obviously in the 300 to 400 range, 203 of them. But the one thing I want you to note on all of these this week is the 2019 number versus the 2020. Yeah, our inventory's low because we don't have as many houses, but our buyers, we actually have more. We closed 481 houses in Chandler, up from 369 last year. So pretty big shift. All right, looking at Gilbert, fairly similar numbers, but the thing I want you to notice on the Gilbert chart, especially that first graph, is the new and sold listings are almost equal, and they're way above the active listings by about 200 and some change houses. Absorption rate, you can see, dipped all the way down to 0.8 months. It's kind of coming back up. It's still not quite at a month of inventory. And then the listing price in Gilbert has continued to increase. Now, July and August, it kind of flattened out a little bit. And par for the course, the dog goes out the dog door every stinking time. For Gilbert, we had an average sale price of $449,802, up from $390,435, a 15% change. Again, and we look at the year to date, we're looking at 11.28% appreciation. And obviously, days on market are down substantially from last year. And then bulk of stuff, 300 to 400, though there was a large amount of 400 to 500. And you'll notice actually exactly 100 more homes sold this year than last year. Queen Creek, you can see those active, new, and sold just get all kind of jarbled up in there. But the gist of it is that there's a little bit more inventory in Queen Creek compared to the buyers that are out there. But their value, their price has more steadily climbed. It's not been quite as erratic as Chandler and Gilbert were. It's just kind of been a steady climb up where you had some little bit of roller coaster going on. And then Queen Creek's average, 460, up from 375, a 22.5% appreciation. Again, let's shift to the year to date to look at a more balanced or less volatile number. 423.5 up from 372.6, a 13.75% change almost. So again, Queen Creek has always been our out appreciating city. We'll see if it continues even as it starts to catch up to Gilbert and Chandler with average, or I think they're actually higher on average sale price. Bulk of their sales, again, in the 300 to 400 range, though they did have a pretty substantial amount in the 400 to 500. Now, in Queen Creek, there's far more new builds, so this number is based off of what's been in the MLS, and most new builds do not go in the MLS, so there's not really a way to track exactly the sales that are going on in Queen Creek because there are so many new builds, but this is based off of resale homes. So 400 or 242 up from 170 from last year. And then Santan Valley, so you see those graphs there, they're kind of similar to the way Gilbert's was, where the active or the new and sold listings are higher than the active listings. And similar to Gilbert, we've got an absorption rate that's still under 0.8 months, still under 1 month. We were all the way down at under 3 weeks. That's just crazy. And then the graph there for the sold price up in the corner, you've got kind of crazy spike up, but then it's kind of leveled off a bit. So we'll see how the next month or two goes and see if that's going to level. So really Santan Valley kind of is a little more in line with Gilbert and Chandler for some of these stats than it is Queen Creek, which is interesting because it's such a different area. Average sale price much lower in Santan Valley, $299,527, up from $263,014, 13.88%, and the year-to-date, the more balanced number, is a 12.5% appreciation. So still a little bit better than Chandler and Gilbert, but not quite as high as Queen Creek. Queen Creek's just raking in that increased value. The spread of houses, the bulk in Santan Valley were 250 to 300, 104 of them. There were quite a few though in the 300 to 400,000 range. But unlike these other cities, we had fewer homes sold in Santan Valley this year than last year. That may also, like Queen Creek, be affected by new home sales because there's a lot of areas of new builds out in Santan Valley, and we're just looking at resale numbers. Thanks again, guys, for tuning into the Tuesday market update. We're going to get back on our weekly schedule of updating you on what the real estate market is doing. Also, you'll notice if you check out the YouTube channel, we're going to have a lot of new videos hitting over the next couple weeks, as we did a bunch of batch recording for some educational type stuff, some little longer form videos. But come back and check those things out. You guys know I believe you deserve a better quality experience buying or selling a home. So if you've had any thoughts about it, give me a call, send me a text. Let's chat and see if buying or selling now is a good time for you. It might not be, but that's part of my job, is to help you determine if it is or isn't the right time to buy. But we'll see you guys next week on the Tuesday market update. Miss you, Tom Griggs.